Alright, welcome back. Reactions as Obasanjo issues stern warning to Biafra Ødúdúwa agitators, says they won't be valued like Nigerian citizens. Alright, my brother, a lot of things had been happening in the country, and a majority of people have said one thing or the other about the way the country is being run. Well, and then as it is, many people have been able to tell their minds against what the federal government is actually doing against the people. Well, and the majority of things had actually been said, and then as it is onto this one, the former president Olusegun Obasanjo has issued stern warning to Biafra Ødúdúwa agitators. Says he won't be says they won't be valued. This is serious, that this set of people will not be valued like Nigerian citizens. Well, onto this, it has been gathered from Oyo Gist, and onto this Oyo Gist has learned that the former Nigerian president Olusegun Obasanjo has called on all secession groups in the country to dissolve the idea and work for the unity of Nigeria. Meanwhile, according to Obasanjo, it is better for Nigeria to remain as one indivisible nation rather than for each tribe to go its separate ways. Alright, and then meanwhile, the former president made this known during the launch of Nigerian Institution of Survival in Ogun State. Speaking further, Obasanjo said, though the present situation in the country is not palatable, calling for the disintegration of the country is not the solution, declaring that it is better we stay together. Well, onto his statement, he said if there is any Nigerian who does not feel apprehensive on the situation of the country, the person is a human being without being human. Alright, and then he continued by saying that any Nigerian who is human will be apprehensive, if not frustrated with the present situation in the country. We are apprehensive about security situation, apprehensive about economic situation, apprehensive about our political situation, and the drum we are hearing is of disintegration of the country. I am a strong believer of one Nigeria, but not one Nigeria at any cost, but one Nigeria where every Nigerian can feel proud that he or she has a stake in this country. No Nigerian is born a slave in this country. No Nigerian is born to be oppressed in this country. And then those of us that have shed part of our blood and sweat for this country, we did that because we wanted a country where every Nigerian can claim as his or her own. Alright, so according to him, he continued by saying that, well, I believe that if we talk among ourselves the way we should, and then if we change the narrative, I believe this is a great country, that we are not making Nigeria what God wants it to be. Is not the fault of God, but the fault of ourselves, particularly our leaders. One thing that gives us strength is our diversity. If all that we have is Republic of Ødúdúwa, for those who said so, their position is understandable. Well, if that is all we have, members of that country will be diminished compared to be a citizen of Nigeria. Citizens of Ødúdúwa Republic or any other republic from Nigeria will be diminished compared to citizens of Nigeria. According to him, he continued by saying that in this age and time that we are talking about the reintegration of Africa for economic development, this integration of any country will be almost idiotic, even if we have Igbo land as an independent country, Yoruba land an independent country, and Fulani Hausa and as an independent country. Well, and then as a friend of mine in the military used to say then, what will become of the over 300 minorities, the Jukons, the Gbasamas, where will they belong? The only reason they can raise up their heads is because they belong to Nigeria. All right, are we thinking of them all? Are we just being selfish? It doesn't matter what we do, we will still be neighbors. All right, and they also continued by saying that we had seen it before. India was broken into India and then Pakistan. They are still at war till today. Yugoslavia was broken into how many countries? They haven't stopped it still today. Sudan was broken into Sudan and then South Sudan. I don't believe South Sudan is better for it, and that it is the truth. All right, and then I believe it will cost us less to work for our unity. There are many things wrong, but those things are correctable if we make efforts to correct them and then hold us together than what it will cost us to break up and then be perpetually at a war, and then all our money will be spent in building an army. Well, I know what an army contains. I know what it means to keep an army, and then an army that may not be productive. Let us think about it, Obasanjo stated. All right, and then also this one, the former president has been able to tell it to the people that see you this time around, you people should just forget about the agitation, because we can't say we want to be separated and then some set of people will not be able to will not belong to any part, and then what is going to happen to the minority according to him. That's what he has said. Well, majority of people have actually reacted though onto this one. That is serious. And then according to Olafinoye Olalekan, he has said that, well, we all know that the forceful marriage that brought the jungle together is not working for over a century. More so, we all pretend that everything is all right, probably for one or two gangs will benefit in the jungle. Whatever we do now would become records for the future. I won't support United Jungle Nigeria. Better to split. All right, and then I think majority of comments keep coming in. I believe everyone has one or two things to say. Meanwhile, let me have your take on this one, my people, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.